Hello everybody and welcome to James Helen on YouTube. Today I've decided to do a timeless all star signs reading using the Celtic cross, and this is just a general reading. So what I'm aiming to do is to give another illustration of how we can take falling cards and do a reading and just read straight off the cuff. So yeah, just take what resonates with you, and I'll start now shuffling. So there's the first card, thank you. For the centre, we have another card for the central position. That one's turned, so we'll do that. Okay. This is the section there that deals with initial actions. I'll go through all the positions in a minute. Next card, please. Turn the direction. I just want the one, thank you. One for the assets, moving forward. Okay. Direction. I'll have to move these in a minute. Obviously, we won't be able to see them all. It's too many. Just want the one. That's all. Okay. Two more. More. Right, we'll just move these across so that we can see these cards a bit more clearly. And then if there's any cards that I'm not too sure on, I will clarify. So this is just a question really of how we can go about achieving our goals, whatever they are at the moment. In whatever capacity that may be. Take what resonates if it gives you any help and advice. Right, so we start off with the, I'm not going to be able to see this, the Two of Wands. So the central position, the current position that you find yourself in at the moment is of the Two of Wands, which is a card of looking at the bigger picture, but also looking to plan and prepare your next move. Assessing where you want to go with what you've got planned, whatever your creative plans are at the moment. When I say creative, obviously this can mean just general plans, general ideas, things that you want to put in place. But obviously you need to make decisions on, because with the two here, we've got a choice and we need to be far-sighted with this. So this is what it's all about at the moment, weighing up the options, seeing where you want to go. And the second card we got is the Strength card. So whatever we're deciding to choose on at the moment, the choice that we're trying to make, does involve a need to put yourself in a stronger position. You want to be in a stronger and more confident position with what you're choosing. So at the moment, you're having to prepare the ground, get yourself ready for what you're trying to do. And also you're taking into consideration the fact that there are challenges involved in what you're trying to do, as displayed with the Strength card. But it shows that you want to sort of patiently and carefully put yourself in that stronger position, using a kind of very much a soft control, not trying to force the issue too much, and knowing that patience is going to be needed in preparing yourself, getting yourself ready for the choices that are involved. So as I say, it's about the bigger picture really with these two cards, because obviously you want to put yourself in that stronger position for moving forward, especially with a decision that could be quite a tough decision. So as you move on then to the third card, which is the initial considerations and main focus. Well, the main focus here is, I think, weighing up what you want to do, making sure that you've got the right information. So this means that it's a good time to take stock by researching the decision you're trying to do, putting yourself in the picture through researching and gaining the necessary insight and information. Now, this could come from online sources. You could be Googling things, learning things online. You could be doing it from books. You could be seeking out expert advice from an advisor, or you could be doing a course that could help you with a major life decision that you've got to make, or it could just be, as I say, just researching the facts, putting yourself in the picture so that you know exactly what you want to do properly. It's not a case of trying to sort of leap into something that you're not completely sure about. So it's a process of going through the information to make sure that you're clear about your next move and that you're confident about what you're doing. And as I said, this is going to come in whatever form that you get the information. It's going to come from somebody who's got more insight with regards to what you want to do. So whether it be through a book, as I say, or whether it be through just researching things through Google, or whether it be from an actual person, an advisor like a mortgage advisor or a career advisor, marriage advisor, whatever that may be, but whoever it is that can put you more in the picture. So that's your initial sort of actions that you're considering and focused on. So the next step is the short term. So again, we have the Lovers. So this would show that what would follow on from whatever you're assessing and deciding over is another choice card. The Lovers is major choices. So this choice actually does look quite a major choice for you. So in the short term, it would be advisable then to put yourself in the position to commit to the choice, commit to what is the right choice for you to make. So you need to make a choice before you can really go any further with what you're trying to do. And it has to be one that you feel is the right choice for you. And again, commit to it. So commitment is important, but you need to commit to some course of action. And I think with the fact that it's the Lovers, it's a fairly major, well, it is a major choice that would need to be made. And in the short term, we would be talking about making this decision probably in the next sort of month to month and a half. So the next sort of 6 weeks or so would be a good time to do it. But it's not obviously restricted to a set time, but that's to give you a rough estimation with the spread that I use, because this is more the short term. But in the short term, to summarize, an important choice needs to be put in place. Obviously, the assessing has been done and the information has been obtained, and then it's a good time to act on it. So the assets during this period, during the next 3 to 4 months, is that of the Six of Wands, which shows that you've got the know-how to move forward, and the likelihood is that once you engage with what you're trying to do, you're going to be able to make good forward progress. There's going to be good recognition and the likelihood of success and triumph over the challenges that you're likely to be facing. The choices that you put in place are likely to go well. And as I say, there's going to be some sort of acclaim or recognition for the effort that you've put in. It also shows that it could be a period of restoring harmony, especially where there's been conflict. And it shows that the choices that you've made are likely to be the right choices, that you're likely to come out feeling very proud and very pleased with the results that you've put in. So your asset is being able to really navigate through these challenges successfully and start to move towards a more hopeful future for yourself, especially, as I say, as this is the Six of Wands, it could be within a 6-week period that things could start to turn around. See if that resonates with where you are currently. It may not be the exact science, but it does also point towards the month of June being very important, because we now have 2 sixes as well. So June could be an important month for moving forward in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Again, you'll have to fit that with what resonates with you. It could be a relationship, perhaps coming through some relationship challenges and making the right choice to stick together, or making the right choice to part ways. But being able to navigate your way through these challenges into a more healthy and balanced and harmonious sort of position. And it shows you taking on these challenges very well. So the near future opportunities is the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify this card in a minute, but to give you a brief insight, this is suggesting that it is a good time to bring everything together. It is a good time to stabilize situations, especially where there has been a lot of conflicts or challenges or troubles recently. It shows that if money worries have been an issue, it shows that the decisions that you've made or are making are likely to lead to a good form of stability. Maybe not lasting stability, but initial stability and security, and that will be good for you. There'll be a good level of predictability and reliability within the situations that you're dealing with. But I'm going to go for a little bit more with that, because the Four of Pentacles does all at times show that you maybe within your comfort zone, and that maybe you need to move forward. But I'm just going to clarify to see whether that's the case, or whether just to see whether you're just going to be in a happier and more secure position. So I'll put that down for a minute. I'm going to move these over again. Then we're going to go over to how you view your question. So how you see your question is the 10 of Pentacles, which shows that you see that there is a need for security within, and lasting security and stability. This is the final and biggest of the stability cards, and it shows that the completion of a cycle, decisions need to be put in place that can take something to its more completed state and bring the success and happiness that you want to gain, you're hoping to gain from this situation. Again, the fact that it's Pentacles probably points towards, it could be finalizing something along the lines of a practical matter, or financial or career matter. Perhaps you want to strengthen your finances, look to put yourself in a more secure position, or perhaps it could be something to do with looking at your career options, maybe looking to change career or change jobs, or maybe even to make a property change. We'll see more in a minute, but it shows that how you see the situation is that you see that something needs to be completed, put into a sort of more completed state before you can make final decisions, and you want to be stronger and in a more successful kind of situation with that. So the timing is the next card, and the timing, we've got the World. So this really is about the end of an important cycle. It's making the choices to bring something to a successful conclusion. It's about attaining something that you really want to attain. Perhaps you want to finish off something, a project or a venture that you've started, or a plan or goal that you've had for yourself. And now is the time to bring that to that successful conclusion, and almost like mastery of a situation. It shows the end of a cycle. So it shows that a new cycle is likely to begin shortly for you. But at the moment, enjoy what you've where you are and where you're about to what you're about to complete and what you're about to finish. It shows attainment. So it's a time to attain what you really want to attain, what you're setting out to achieve, what you really want to accomplish. It's a good time to tie up loose ends and finish things off. And again, it ties in with the 10 of Pentacles, which predicts the end of a cycle. You see this as the end of a cycle, and you see this as the possibility to successfully complete and enjoy the fruits of your labor, kind of like the realization of a plan that you've had for a long time. But there are still things, obviously, in the center that we speak about making the decisions that are going to help you put yourself in that stronger position, and any missing information is given before a choice is put in place. But it shows success and initial stability. You obviously want lasting stability and success, and the card for the timing is predicting that it is the time to strive towards completing things. Especially, it may just be goals that you want to complete. In most cases with the World, it's fairly major, so it could be things, long-term goals. It's a good time to complete and achieve. The World does sometimes indicate travel as well, so it could indicate travel plans as well. Could be a good time for travel or movement on that spectrum, but I'm not really looking at it from that perspective. So the card I've got now is your ultimate goals moving forward over the next 3 to 4 months. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. So it's all about establishing and building new foundations, putting yourself in a stronger position, looking for improvements, especially in practical matters, looking for growth, should I say, in practical matters as well. It does indicate that it's important. Collaborating with others and getting cooperation from others will help in how you move forward from here as well. So collaborating with others will be important with what you're trying to achieve, and having a good balance, especially for those in the workplace, looking for a good working in small groups with others and working well. But it also shows, as I say, about improvements and increases, and using your creativity to bring in new ideas as well to move things forward. Again, this can symbolize improvements around the house, that you might have a goal to improve, slowly improve your savings or your income, or make improvements around the house. Also expand on your skill set and be more in demand with what skills you have, or look to take on perhaps at a later date more training, as what we saw with the Hierophant. So the final card is the final details of the reading. And we've got another 10. We've got the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups really says that, you know, this is a fantastic time to bring things again to a successful conclusion. This is the time for the highest of high emotional fulfillment. If you're looking for to make a house move, then it would say that sometime in the next 3 to 6 months would be a good time for you, and the possibilities of changing career or home are very likely. It shows a very happy family unit, whatever family means to you. And again, it just reinforces the importance of cycle endings successfully, coming through the challenges, and at the end of the day, coming out in a position of you're happy ever after and wish fulfillment. Emotionally feeling very secure and stable, and matters around the home being very happy for you. So you could take this that if you wanted to move home, the next 3 to 6 months would be a good time. I think there's be some positive developments around October time for you as well, seeing as there were 2 10s in the spread, and we also dropped, I think, a 10 of Swords also dropped out. So it's definitely the ending of cycles, saying goodbye to one part of your life in a successful and happy way, and moving on to a more secure and stable, both in practical terms and in emotional terms. It's very much on the horizon for you. What I want to do now is just want to clarify the 4 of Pentacles, so we can have a look a bit more at the future opportunity. So just clarifying the 4 of Pentacles, please. And I'll take one more, I think. Thank you. And we've got 2 more. We'll take the 2 more as well. So it's very much within this reading, it's very much a practical reading, definitely very practical. So we spoke about obviously the initial security and stability of the 4 of Pentacles. Now we're talking about the 8 of Pentacles. And as I mentioned earlier, for those who want to take on additional learning or study, again, with this and the Hierophant and the 3 of Pentacles, it shows that there could be steady improvements within the workplace, especially by August time. If you're looking to learn new things, take on new projects, learn new skills, and this is, or even change career, this is a good time for that. But it also shows that there can be progression forward in your work and success in what you class as work. But there can also be practical advancements in other areas. You're going to likely to be very committed to the job and work in front of you, and you're going to put a lot of effort into it and be very diligent in what you need to do. It shows a very good keen eye for detail and sticking to your vision of what you need to do. There's going to be quite a bit of work ahead of you, and again, whatever work means for you, but it's likely to be, although maybe fairly repetitive, it's likely to be very good for you, and you're likely to get to a level of almost mastery with whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Don't take it just as work, because it could be, you could be retired, you could be looking to work through things to finish off important projects to put yourself in a better position. You could be working on the house, you could be working on a relationship, but whatever you're working on, it shows that there's a good level of commitment, and as you head up to August, it could be a very beneficial time for you. The Judgment kind of shows that moment where you've got that awakening, where you know you're at the end of an important cycle now. There's a bit of evaluation needed, but it shows that you're likely to make the right decisions, which I said earlier, I felt with the 6 of Wands was confirming that whatever it is that you're weighing up at the moment and what you're sort of trying to put yourself in a stronger position with, it shows that you're very much likely to do that, and things are likely to go well and in your favour. There are some major decisions. They could be life-changing in some aspects. And again, take it how it resonates with you, because it could be literally anything. It's what's the most important element of your life at the moment that you would be deciding on, because the Judgment is a very major card. But it shows that there is an element of listening to your inner calling and knowing that it's the right time to make that major change, that major decision, because you know that it's going to lead to something that's that's more in line perhaps with what you want to do, or it just may be completing an important phase of your life. The other card that we had following on from that was the Knight of Pentacles, which ultimately shows that action and movement forward is likely to be slow but steady, and things are going to secure up very nicely. It shows that you're going to be taking a lot of pride in what you're doing, and you're going to be committed and work hard to these things. For those that are looking for work, there's likelihood of offers of work coming on the table, and practical matters are going to run at a slow but steady and good pace. And again, there's more signs of commitment and diligence and hard work with the effort ahead. Please don't try to rush anything, would be the advice of the cards, really. You have things to finish off, tying up loose ends, which I think you're going to do, and do very well. Important decisions will be made well. Again, you'll be able to weigh things up and evaluate things with a judgment, weigh things up carefully, because there are going to be that need to sort of look at all the details. But I think the opportunity for you to do that, and you will take the opportunity to prepare the field, as we see in this picture, prepare the field, prepare for the harvest. So prepare for what your goals are, and take the necessary time to do that, and to have that strong focus on the practical elements of your life. Again, this could be to do with work, property, finances, or lifestyle changes, or health, or anything, whatever's most important, whatever it is your main goal at the moment. The likelihood of success is very good. You're slowly moving towards something very successful. I would say that major decisions are probably likely to be made within the next 2 months. As we've got 2 twos, we've got the Two of Wands here, and we've also got the Judgment. If we take the 0 off, it's 2. So it's looking like 2 months could be a good time to make an important decision. So that would correlate and come back to the importance of June, I think. So June, again, 2 months, very important for putting a decision in place. I think after that, we're looking at really gradually working through the gears in the achievement of what you want to complete. But to me, it talks about completing a major cycle in your life, but one that's not a nasty cycle. It's a good cycle. It's something that you want to finish off. You want to have the realization of the completion of it. So with the world, it's something you've wanted to do perhaps for a while, or been thinking about for a while, or working towards for quite a long time. So the potential to actually do it is very good, and it could even be within a 3-month period that you could be in that position. So July onwards is a good time. I think August shows a lot of hard work leading up to August, and by October at the latest, there should be that longer lasting sense of stability. So that's the general reading using the falling out card approach, which I tend to use for a lot of my readings. It is a general reading. It was only about how we achieve our goals. Whatever the goal is for you, see if it resonates. I really do welcome any likes or any comments below. If it resonates, it makes sense, if it fits in with anything that is going on in your life at the moment. And if you haven't already subscribed and you like the videos and what we're doing on this channel, then please do so. Until the next time, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you found this helpful. Thank you. Bye-bye.